Like a flying phantom of the Twilight Zone, a chartered DC-4 aircraft with 57 passengers on board landed in Caracas, Venezuela, in 1985. It was landed after 30 years of disappearance in 1955 during a flight from New York to Miami. But less than a few minutes, the plane took off again like a ghost and disappeared into the clouds. Evidence on radio communications from tapes between the pilot and the control tower is indisputable proof that this nightmare landing was still in reality. 67 years ago, on July 2, 1955, Pan America Flight 914 DC-4 takes off from New York to Miami. A total of 57 passengers and 4 crew members were on board the plane. It was a hot and sunny day, the weather was also clear. And no problems were reported with the aircraft. If we talk about 1955, then Miami could be reached from New York in a maximum of 5 hours. Although the scheduled Flight 914 was about to reach Miami, but there was no indication of the plane's arrival on the radar. Instead of reaching Miami from New York, the plane disappeared from the sky like a ghost. When air traffic control contacted the New York tower, they reported that Pan Am Flight 914 was nowhere to be seen on the radar, and the pilot could not be contacted. The plane disappeared into the air and the passengers were nowhere to be found. The U.S. made several attempts to find it at that time, but there was no trace of it anywhere. The world was in a dilemma when Flight 914, which disappeared in 1955, mysteriously landed at Caracas Airport in Venezuela on March 9, 1985, 30 years later. During this, the surprising thing was that the air traffic control had no prior information about this aircraft. But shortly after landing, this plane took off once again and disappeared like a ghost again in the sky. For the past 30 years, the story of the disappearance of this American plane, Pan American Flight 914, and its return has become a worldwide media headlines. But a news site knowing the truth of fake news has veiled this whole story. They claim that there was no plane of this number from Pan America, nor did any such plane take off that day. This whole feat was the work of some local newspaper in America in 1992, who published this fake news, and till date people are getting cheated because of it. On May 21, 1992, a local newspaper in America publishes the news of the plane's disappearance and return. This is where it begins. The headline was "Riddle of Flight 914." It used to be written below, "Plane took off from New York in 1955 and landed in Caracas in 1985." The news spreads like fire. People start trusting it. After being published in the newspaper, this news spreads all over the world. Rumors begin. It is said that the plane has returned from the Bermuda Triangle, and some start seeing it by connecting it to the other world. People on the internet present it in different ways. Some people raise the question that where was this plane for so long? If it was flying, why didn't it run out of fuel? Was it on some intelligence mission? Then someone calls it a phenomenon of time travel. Amidst all these speculations, news comes that the voice recording found from the black box of the plane is a strong proof of this. And the recording of the conversation between the pilot and the air traffic control tower, recorded in radio communication, is said to be evidence. So friends, whatever be the truth, what is your opinion about this story? Did you like this story? If you like this story, then like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. Also press the bell icon so that you will get instant notification next time we bring any video. Thanks for watching the video.